are you here today?
Darling, I want my gay rights now. I think it's about time the gay brothers and sisters got their rights, and especially the women.
Self-described as a gay transvestite drag queen, Marsha P. Johnson was a fighter, defender, and activist for human rights throughout the latter half of the 20th century until her death in 1992. Born in Elizabeth, New Jersey, on August 24th of 1945, Johnson, then referred to as Malcolm Michaels Jr., was assigned male at birth, but began wearing more feminine clothes at the age of 5. This way of dressing would be short-lived for Johnson, due to her being sexually assaulted by an older boy before the age of 6. In 1963, after graduating high school, Johnson would flee across the Hudson River to find refuge in one of the few safe havens for LGBTQ people at the time, New York City. It was here that Johnson would take on the name of Marsha P., the letter standing for Pay It No Mind, a life's motto of hers. Having to resort to sex work to make ends meet, Johnson's real claim to fame wouldn't come until the early hours of June 28, 1969, in Greenwich Village at the Stonewall Inn. Johnson was originally credited with throwing the first brick at Stonewall, starting the modern fight for LGBTQ rights. She would later deny that claim, saying she didn't arrive until hours into the protest. However, she is still recognized as part of the main pushback against police that night. Johnson's activism continued throughout her life. Just a year after Stonewall, Johnson, along with fellow activist and friend Sylvia Rivera, founded the Street Transvestite Action Revolutionaries, or STAR. In 1975, Johnson was photographed by Andy Warhol for his Ladies and Gentlemen Polaroid series, and in 1990, Johnson traveled to London to perform with the famous drag theater company The Hot Peaches. Unfortunately, just 2 years later, Johnson's body would be pulled from the Hudson River only a few days after the 1992 New York City Gay Pride Parade. Originally labeled as suicide, the cause of death was reclassified to undetermined in 2002, and 10 years later, the NYPD reopened the case as a possible homicide. Today, her legacy lives on through the foundation that shares her name. The Marsha P. Johnson Institute fights daily to defend the human rights of Black transgender people.
And if I die, I hope nobody cries either. I hope you stand up and dance, party, and have a good time.
For the Eastern Progress Media Network, I'm Ethan Howson.